Meantime, crews in Amherst were trying to collect the remaining yard bags rather, full of leaves along the curb before the snow started. Well, now those workers are having to remove that equipment from the truck so they can hook up the plows. They've been at it all day long. They'll be working overtime tonight to make sure that all of their vehicles are ready to go. And joining us live to talk about what's happening in our largest suburb is Lucey. He is the highway superintendent for the town. It's great to have you on the show. We know that this is a busy time for you. Tell us about your crew's work right now, retrofitting those trucks in a figure of speech there, and how you're preparing for tonight.
Yes, Michael. Hi. Yes, as you stated, our trucks were out picking up leaves today. For most of the day, it was decent weather, dry. So we got a lot done. Unfortunately, we couldn't complete everything. We're still, have quite a bit of leaves that we're going to have to get to eventually. But the plan was we were going to pick up as many as we could today. The trucks did come in around, well, they started at noon, where we were then removing some of the leaf boxes on the trucks. Then the drivers stayed with the trucks. They hooked up the plows, and then they went out and they were loaded with salt. So right now, as I speak, all my employees are home resting. Their trucks are hooked up in our garage here, and they're full of salt. So we're just waiting now. They have to call them in.
Yeah. Pat, finally here, I want to ask you, oftentimes the north towns don't get the worst of these lake effect storms, right? They tend to hit south of the city. Now we know Buffalo is right in the bullseye, and this heavy stuff is going to impact Amherst as well. How does that change your game plan, knowing that it's lake effect and it can be so heavy at times?
Well, it's going to take a little bit longer to clean all of our roads. Again, on a typical snowfall, typical, it could be 6 to 8 inches. And if it came relatively quickly, within an hour, 2 or 3, we could clean up the whole town 5-6 hours, and we'd be in good shape. But the way this storm is projected to continue for a period of many more hours, it's going to take longer. So again, patience. There's a lot of places that are closed tomorrow, schools, and so on and so forth. So the less traffic, the better for our crews. And by the time Friday night and Saturday, we should get ahead of it. Again, as long as it doesn't stall over Amherst, where we just keep getting sacked. So eventually, we will get the town clean.
Well, we'd love to keep in touch with you over the next 48, 72 hours. Pat Lucey is highway superintendent in Amherst. Stay safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.